So I'm here at the Salem City Hall, going to be asking the mayor, I believe her office is right there, why there are no signs for city ordinances and their codes hung at Essex Street for no bicycles down Essex Street. Yeah. And I'm going to ask if this is all a setup for entrapment for extortion, and it leaves free range for the police to discriminate against certain people and use retaliatory tactics. Board. Hi, is Mayor Driscoll in?
Mayor Driscoll's in a meeting right now.
All right.
Can I help you?
I just wanted to ask her about some city ordinances and why they might not be posted to warn citizens and tourists, like down Essex Street, the bike ordinance. You can't ride bikes down there, supposedly.
On Essex Street?
Down here, yeah, the Essex Street Mall area.
Oh, the pedestrian mall?
Yeah.
Does it say,
No, there's not one sign.
is your camera on?
Yeah, both of them, yeah.
Oh.
It's a First Amendment protected activity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would go down to Joanne.
Yeah, so you can see Joanne in the solicitor's office.
Okay.
Joanne's in room 10.
All right.
I'll bring you down there.
All right. Just curious, because I see people all the time, and I got a ticket written out for me.
What's your first name?
Tom.
Tom. Okay. You see people all the time driving their bicycle?
Oh, all the time, yeah. Are you from Salem?
Yes.
Do you ever walk down Essex Street?
Yes.
Do you see people riding your bikes?
Honestly, I'm really not looking. But
Yeah. I just think
I'm
it
usually in a rush when I.
yeah, I think it's open for entrapment and extortion, and also,
This is Tom, you just came into our office.
Hi.
And he has a question about bicycles on Essex Street.
hey. Why, I guess there's a city ordinance, and there's no signs or codes posted at any of the entrances for Essex Street?
Really, they used to be.
Yeah, there is none now, and I got a ticket written on me Saturday, more in a retaliatory tactic from the police, because I've been recording them in their public duties, and I believe with no signs up, and especially with this tourist season, and you guys really putting in all these bicycles and scooters, there should probably be clear signs for not just us as citizens of Salem, but also for the tourists in Salem, so they don't get I always say harassed by police without the signs being put up. It's open for discrimination against certain people and retaliatory tactics for the police when there's no signs written. While I was being harassed by the police, 2 other people rode by on bicycles. They didn't ask for their IDs. They asked them just to get off the bicycle, and that was because I was stopped, because they would have looked bad if they did not ask them to. So I'm coming here as a concerned citizen and for myself.
Do you want to give me your contact information? I'm going to have somebody go out and look to see if the signs are there.
Yeah, I have it all documented also, especially right after the
Do
incident.
you want to email it to me? Do you want to,
What, the video?
either the video or?
I got video, pictures, I got everything. It's all posted online already also.
Okay, why don't you take my card and then send it to me, so I have it.
All right, awesome. Because I have the ticket, and I would really like it to just be, I wouldn't want to have to go through everything to actually.
Send me a copy of the ticket too.
Okay, awesome. Because the Salem PD is really getting open for a big harassment case right now. I've been recording them in their public duties, First Amendment protected activity, and they're not liking it very much because they're being exposed for certain things, such as lying on reports from that incident, and also harassment and retaliatory tactics. Also, a sergeant threatened me openly on video, and I asked him if it was a threat, and he said it was. So I'm also going to be speaking to the city attorney, because
You're speaking to the city attorney right
Oh, you are the city attorney. Oh, okay. So what do you think of the sergeant actually threatening me openly on camera, Sergeant Dacey?
Send that to me.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Okay. That is on YouTube if you want to check that out. There's over 1,000 views on it right now, and many people are very upset about that because they're seeing how the police actually use retaliatory tactics against certain people when they're not agreeing with what they're doing. I'm only doing this to show the public the good and the bad of both public officials, where our tax money is going, where and what kind of tactics the police use against certain people if they're not agreeing with what they're doing. The police should have no problem whatsoever with me doing what I'm doing because I'm standing from a distance, I'm not bothering them, I'm not antagonizing them, I'm only recording them to make sure they're not violating anyone's rights. So some police officers like what I'm doing. They've given me handshakes, they've come up and introduced themselves. Others will not identify, which is against Massachusetts state law, chapter 41, subsection 98D. They have to identify. They actually have to show a card with their photo ID. And none of them do that, but a lot identify. Most don't. And I put in probably 15 complaint forms over the past week and a half, along with many public records requests to show that there is a huge case of harassment happening right now. There's also been a BOLO or a roll call put out from Ipswich PD to all of these police departments in the surrounding area. So they're investigating a law-abiding photographer and journalist, and our tax money should not be wasted on that either, because I'm doing everything by law, and that's the only thing they could get me for was bicycle down Essex Street, and I think that is absolutely crazy. So that's why I'm coming here as a concerned citizen.
First I'm hearing it, so
Yeah.
send me what you have.
Absolutely.
And I'll take a look at all this content.
Awesome. And I'll probably send that out to you today, or the links even to my YouTube. They've mentioned in which this is showing how they're retaliating against me. They mentioned in the incident report, my YouTube channel, and that I've been then following the police around, recording them. So they're not liking what I'm doing. Some officers are looking really bad, some are looking really good. And for him to even state that in his incident report it's pretty close to letting me know that's why he's doing it. Officer Regan, and he has over 6,500 views on his video from a month ago. Not identifying, trying to intimidate, all that stuff. He's only been an officer for 3 years, and I'm nervous that in these 3 years, how many incident reports has he lied on, and people haven't been able to prove that he's lied. He said there was hundreds of people on the street. He said that I refused to identify. I didn't. I asked him to show me the signs, and I would have no problem giving him my information. And he said it was more busy than usual down there. He didn't even get his unit car correct on the incident report. He said unit 27. He was assigned to 28, and in my video he's in car 28. So that's another thing I'm worried about. Was he under the influence? Because he's so off on his incident report. He exaggerated, and he would not even take in what I was trying to say to him. He kept saying, "Your ID, sir, please. Your ID, sir, please." Repeating himself. And I was like, "Sir, if you show me the signs, I will willingly give you my information." And he's like, "I'm going to go get my citation." I didn't give him my information, and he still found all my information. How is that if I didn't break the law? And they haven't got my information in over 10 years. The last time they got my information was when I was arrested for recording police arresting someone, Lawrence Pulio. You might have remembered that from October of 2009. And he got suspended for 2 weeks because of my video. I got off of my charges because of my video. So that was the last time Salem PD has ever got my information. So I don't know how they got my information without me giving it to them. That's a violation of my Fourth Amendment for privacy of my papers and seizures of myself. They also illegally detained me. So there's a huge pileup right now that's happening, and I've only been doing this for a month. So I wanted to come here and just notify you. I did want to talk to you, which I didn't realize you were the attorney, so this is great. I'm glad we got to talk. I did go to the mayor's office first, and it's funny because I saw her on August 6th, the police thing they had down at the Commons. She was illegally parked right outside of Essex Street, and I have that on video. So I don't see why she can be a sovereign citizen and go against city ordinances, meanwhile fining people of the public for these same things, parking violations, bike down Essex, you know. We need the public officials to lead by example. If so, more so, follow the rules rather than say, I'm a public official, I don't have to follow these rules, you guys do because you're underneath me. We are an authority over you guys, we put you guys into office, we are the people, and we are an authority over you guys until we break the laws. And I think a lot of these city ordinances are unconstitutional, along with the fines are actually more than what Massachusetts state law is. It would have been $25.
Maximum fine for a ordinance violation is $300.
Yeah, but Massachusetts state law for bicycles on sidewalks or anything like that is $25. So I don't see how.
What'd you take it for? How much?
50. So they're just trying to come at me any way they can. I don't break the laws anymore. I do have a record from before. I've totally changed up my life, and now I'm just trying to expose the injustices I have received during my life. When I have caused trouble and I have gotten in trouble, I willingly say, yeah, I'm guilty, I did it. Other times I've had incident reports, police reports that they've lied to, which is actually a crime within itself. It's falsifying public record. So I have proof that he's falsified public record. He's harassing me. This is Officer Regan. Sergeant Dacey threatened me openly on camera. All of this is already published on my YouTube channel, and it's building a huge case. And I went back and I filled out this complaint form on Sergeant Dacey for threatening me. I'm actually very nervous because he has the authority to use his badge and his uniform to actually go follow through with his threats. He said he looks forward to having an interaction with me. I said, is that a threat? He said, yep. So he's also had a restraining order put against him back in 2015 from his wife. So there's a reason why he had a restraining order put on him. So I am very nervous about my safety, about my person, and about my freedom. I don't want to be set up. There has been a person in New York that actually got an $860,000 settlement for harassment for being an activist and a cop watcher. And I'm very close to filing a civil suit against the city. And I should have when I got arrested back in 2009. I just did not know my rights. I didn't know the laws or anything like that. I was just a clueless citizen like most people are. And that's why I'm doing this also, to inform the citizens that we have the right and we have the authority over all public officials until we break the law. So I will send you my information. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you respecting my First Amendment right here now to record this conversation. And I will be in touch. Thank you. My name is Tom Madsen. All right. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you for bringing me here. Thank you. All right, guys. That's how you go up in the City Hall and do it.